What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel Masters of the Universe Classics Draego-Man. Now, Draego-Man is one of my favorite figures in my collection, and we're going to have a look at him today. He's actually been sitting on a shelf for a while, so I want to go back and re-review him. I did in the past, so what we're going to do now is take him off the stand, and then we'll have a closer look at Draego-Man. And so here we have Draego-Man off the stage, and you can see he's a really nice looking figure to look at. Now, Draego-Man does come with one accessory. He does come with his fire sword, and it's done really well. It's done in a translucent yellow plastic with some orange in it, and it fits in both hands. It has a nice purple handle. Now, originally, Draego-Man was supposed to come with more accessories. However, when they released the figure by himself, he only got his flaming sword, so that is a little disappointing. Maybe one day down the road I'll get the add-on accessory so we can have a close look at the complete Draego-Man. But anyway, let's actually have a look at Draego-Man's details. So here we have a closer look at Draego-Man, and I have to say he is absolutely one of my favorite figures that I own in my collection. And I actually picked him up when he was released. I think it was back in 2013 when I originally got him. I might be wrong on that date, but it does sound about right. And you can see just how much work went into Draego-Man. All his scales on his head are really nicely sculpted. You can see the yellow in his eye is done really well. And even his teeth are painted really well. The Four Horsemen did a really, really good job at Draego-Man back when they had the license for Masters of the Universe. His wings are another thing on their own. You can see they go far beyond his head, which is really cool. And again, his wings have that really nice scaly pattern on them. You can't get any better than this. I really do love when the Four Horsemen put their hearts into a figure. You get something as beautiful as Draego-Man here. Even on his collar right here, you can see almost like a stone pattern going around. It's done in a metallic blue. We have an emblem of the Draego-Man. I don't remember what it's called, but we do have their insignia right there. His armor is not removable. Most of the time with Masters of the Universe, their armor and heads are interchangeable, but his armor does not come off because it does house his tail right here, which is done really nicely. Going on to his arms, you can see he has plated arms, almost matching his armor right here. We go on to his gauntlets, and you can see that same metallic blue stone effect with the purple armor. There's just a lot of things about Draego-Man that pop, from the black claws on his hands to the purples and the blues. You can see this really nice red gem. He has a loincloth right there, and again his plates go down really nicely. We go on to his greaves, and you can see more of that metallic blue along with the purple. It's a little shame that the clips are not painted, but I can live with that because he's still a really nice figure, and you can see he does have armor on his feet as well. So overall, that's Draego-Man's details. So let's actually get a quick comparison of Draego-Man before we move on to his articulation. And here we have Draego-Man posed next to Black Panther and the Legacy Power Ranger. And just so you guys get a little more scale, let's move the White Ranger off to the side, and let's bring in Thanos. And Thanos was a beefy figure, and you can see just how much beefy Draego-Man is from your standard Marvel Legends figure. If he was a Build-A-Figure, I'm pretty sure he would have been even larger, but Masters of the Universe didn't do Build-A-Figures. Now, aside from his sword, I do apologize. He did come with the wings. The wings are attachable, and they just peg onto his back, as well as his tail. It pegs in right here. Now, on mine, the left wing is a little loose, and it's been that way ever since I got him out of the packaging. But if you get his wings just posed right, they're going to stand on their own, so it's no big deal for me. Speaking of which, let's actually go on to Draego-Man's articulation now. He does have a ball joint in the head, and it does have a somewhat of a hinge. If we can just plug his head back on, you can see he can look up, down, no problem. He can tilt his head side to side, which I do like. We have head rotation, which works really well. That's about as far as his head looks up, unfortunately, so you really can't get him in any flying poses. Arms go out to about that far. They would do a full 360, but they would get caught on the wings. So just be aware that if you have Draego-Man's wings posed this way, he's not going to do a full 360. He swivels at the bicep. He has a single bend in the elbow. Doesn't give you quite 90 degrees, but it's good enough for Masters of the Universe. He swivels at the wrist. He has an ab crunch, which goes forward about that far. Doesn't go back all that much because of all this he has going on back there. He has a waist swivel. Legs go out to about that far. They go forward and back. Only about that far, again, hindered by the wings and his tail. He has a single bend in the knee, swivel at the thigh, swivel at the boot, a hinge in the ankle, which works pretty well, some rocker ankles. Moving on to his wings, we do have a swivel joint that lets him go up and down, and we also have a hinge which lets his wings fold back. So if you don't want to have him with his wings spread out, you can actually have him with his wings folded backwards. And then we get a swivel at the tail. So overall, really nice figure. Really glad I have this Draego-Man in my collection. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Draego-Man posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do love this figure, and I was really excited when they announced him for Masters of the Universe Classics back in 2013, was it? I still didn't look it up, but he's still a really impressive figure, and I'm really glad I have him in my collection now. I don't normally pick up Masters of the Universe figures. I really wasn't too big of a fan of them growing up, but I did love Draego-Man, and it is a dragon, and being King of Dragons, I really had to pick it up. Now, I haven't checked Draego-Man's going rate secondhand market for a while, so last time I did check, he was at about $80 to $100, which is pretty steep, but it's not the most expensive Masters of the Universe figure, at least last time I checked it up, which was some time ago. His price could have gone up or it could have gone down. But anyway, if you're a fan of Masters of the Universe Classics or just the Four Horsemen sculpt, you're going to want to have Draego-Man in your collection. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews. All my WWE videos and everything else is up there, so go ahead and check those out. And if you want to, leave a comment letting me know what figure you would like to see me review, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.